Hello there. I built out this starter project with Remix, supabase, and shadcn. So Remix is a special React framework. Its specialty is React router. So it's similar to Next.js in that you can have client side and server side stuff going on all in the same project. It's very sophisticated. There's a lot of reading to do about it, about like what it's actually doing. But as far as getting up and running, the Remix site has a lot of like documentation, like starter tutorials you can go through. I think particularly the most interesting thing about Remix is that you can have like server code and client side code all in one file. So it certainly makes things interesting when you're doing like routing and doing all kinds of stuff. It's supposed to be more responsive than maybe normal React. Supabase, which this starter project I created, Supabase is Postgres basically, and it has extra like ORM functions to help you out. And shadcn is I don't know the best way to describe it, but it's like a Tailwind CSS component thing. Again, it's very sophisticated. It uses like all kinds of global Tailwind variables and has it has huge like components that you bring in through using the command line interface. But if you go to the shadcn website, it just tells you step by step like how to do the stuff. So just to demonstrate here, yeah, so I did a lot of practice with like logging in and stuff. So you can see how responsive this is. This is actually connected to supabase, right? So if I type in someone who doesn't exist, login, right, it's not going to be found. I have a logout function there. It does all kinds of stuff that I think is really cool. Let me just sign someone up here. Successfully added. So you can see how responsive this is. And I have this test page here. This was to help practice with loading states. So you see how I have the loading state and I'm still able to render other things. I brought in this test button just to show off that shadcn can like do buttons or headers. But the most important thing here is the light and dark theme. So I have light theme, dark theme, and I even have special control over this header. The top part here is a header, right? It's like the nav bar. But it even has special control over the color of the nav bar. And you can see how the light theme and dark theme really navigates through like even the text colors, right? Everything's very vivid and it's really responsive here. Again, this page just shows off supabase and how responsive it is. This light theme and dark theme is even so sophisticated that if you remember this, so this is the light theme, right? This is light theme, and if I go to another website, such as Google, and then let's say I go back to the page I was on, it remembers that I was on light theme. So let's go to dark theme, right, just to test it again. We go to Google, go to back, it should be dark theme, and we go back, it even is so sophisticated that it remembers which theme to use when you jump back to the page. And yeah, all this stuff was provided mostly through the starter tutorials they have on Remix and shadcn, and I also did a lot of my own work just to make it work. So yeah, if you're interested in the code that I used to do this, I do have it up on GitHub, and I'm willing to show more about like how I made it work.